It's that time again when we say good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Coupiti, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. Thanking God for life as always. Gratitude is a must, as Laureen will say, and it's just a good thing to be alive, to be on the wake up list this morning. And of course, let's get to what we do as always. It's a Thursday. Heavenly Father, thank you for your mercy and grace which woke us up this morning and kept us safe through the night. For bringing us to a brand new day, we bless your holy name. We remain forever grateful for our homes, work, and families, and pray that you will send angels to protect us. May you mend every broken heart, touch all who need healing, comfort all who mourn, and bless those with financial needs in the precious name of Jesus. Amen, amen, and amen. He usually sends two. Let's get to it. Thursday blessings. And for the word of God is quick and powerful. And chapter... my goodness, I can't see this one. All right, it's really too small, unfortunately. Yeah, the print is really too small. Maybe I need glasses. Health in the name of Jesus. Reminding you always, it is a good day to have a good day. All right, so good morning to you, Jennifer Collimo, Petlin, and all those of you locked on. Mildred, Jillian, Monica Mayros Williams, Michelle Bernard, Michelle Daniel, Mary E. Banks, Mohini Jawahir, Yulin Alexander. Good morning, good morning. And I'm certain you know by now it's time for the March 13th quiz. Again, those of you who complained that you did not get your prizes from 2 years back, please call the front desk at 440-3033 anytime after 8 o'clock and give your name and your particulars, and they will be submitted because the prizes are there. And that's according to Ruggles Ferguson, who is the coordinator of this event. And today, it's Thursday. Now, what type of economy was the PRG developing in order to achieve its immediate goal of a higher standard of living for Grenada's population? And the type that we have, the answers: A socialist economy, B, a communist economy, C, a capitalist economy, and D, a mixed economy. As we go straight to the telephone line, we say good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, welcome to the program. How are you?
Not too bad.
And where are you calling from?
St. Andrews.
Where?
St. Andrews.
That's a big place. Which part of St. Andrew?
Moya, St. Andrews.
Moya. Okay, I know that voice.
Yeah.
Mr. St. Louis, how are you doing?
Not too bad.
How is mommy? How is everybody?
Everybody okay.
All right. Okay, so tell me, what's the answer?
A mixed economy.
A mixed economy.
Yeah.
Okay. And did you ever win this quiz before, like year before or last year?
Sometime back, I think it was the year before.
And you got your prize?
No.
Okay, so you're one of them. I wonder why. Okay. All right. So, all right. Let me just, well, I've already said your name. So, your name is Joy St. Louis.
Yeah.
And I would not take your number over the air. Let me just stay right on the phone. I'll take it off air. Folks, it's time to say congratulations to Mr. Joy St. Louis from Moya in St. Andrew. He is indeed correct. The economy that was being pushed, that was being developed by the PRG to ensure that the living standard of Grenada's population got higher, that was a mixed economy, all right? Yeah, it's 22 minutes on to the 7 o'clock hour. More than a conqueror. Yeah, that's who I am. So don't even think about trying to get me down. You may succeed in getting me to fall, but you will not succeed in getting me to stay fallen. You know what I'm saying?
That's who I am.
Donna Isaac, good morning to you, my dearie. How are you doing? Randy, good morning to you and Yudin and your mom, Jin. Yeah, Donna, I need to give you a call, right? I know that. So let's get to the word of the day. And that word today is balance. Balance. B-A-L-A-N-C-E. Balance yourself. Yeah, balance. It means proper proportion. Yeah. Balance. Proper proportion.
That's why I say.
And I like this one. This one is interesting. The sentence, work-life balance matters. Yeah. What it is saying in essence is that it is important to balance your work and your life. Because your life is not just work. Your life has a multiplicity of facets to it, right? Yeah, work-life balance matters. So you should be able to balance your socializing. You should be able to balance your studies, your family time, your self time, your me time. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, it's important. That balance matters. 20 minutes on to 7 o'clock. The motivational tip of the day is up next.
More than a conqueror. That's who I am.
Reverend Samuel Caesar, good morning to you, my bro. How are you doing? All the way in East New York, East Flatbush, New York. Jennifer Lawrence, good morning. Ingrid Nelson, good morning. Sylvina Charles, nice. How are you doing, Sylvina? You're good? Nice. To the entire management and staff of the GBN, good morning to you.
Now there is therefore no condemnation.
Central Charles Crawford, good morning, bro. How are you doing? I noticed you know, a couple of weeks now you're touching base. I was of the opinion that Mia Amor Motley might have made you the Minister of National Security or something, you understand? Hope all is well, man. Give all love from Grenada to Bimsha.
That's who I am.
The motivational tip of the day today, it says, your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. I love this. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. You've got to want to be better. You understand? Yeah. Yep. Your life does not get any better by chance. It only gets better by change. It is often said only a mad person, all right, does the things the same way and expect different results. I mean, come on, if you're doing the same thing the same way, the results are the same. You understand? Yeah. Thank you, Father. 18 minutes on to the 7 o'clock hour. Let's see what's buzzing this morning. A whole lot of things are buzzing. Right. Youth advocates deliver GBV petition to the PM's office. The Ministry of Education hands over musical instruments. In the region, St. Vincent and the Grenadines government warns citizens about possible price increases due to Middle East tensions. Internationally, Russia stands to benefit from fuel price spikes. And in sports, New Zealand storms into ICC Men's T20 World Cup final. Yeah. I see a big man cry yesterday when they lose, boy. Oh my goodness. Rabada. You know, karma is a funny thing, you understand? I did not see it because I did not get to see the entire match, but it is believed that Shimron Hetmyer was given a really ugly out, you know? But nonetheless, folks, stay with us. The AM edition of News, Sports, and the weather comes up right after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
For making me so brand new.
At Sonova, we create human-centered technology that helps organizations work smarter and more efficiently. From software development to digital transformation, our mission is simple: to deliver digital tools that streamline operations and prepare your business for the future. At the core of that mission is Saturn, our flagship platform built for scale, automation, and AI-ready operations. Saturn unifies your digital processes in one place, making it easier to manage applications, approvals, clients, and internal workflows. It becomes the digital backbone that supports growth and smarter decision-making across your organization. If you're ready to modernize how you work, our sales team is ready to help. Call 1473-421-7724 and discover how Saturn can transform your operations for long-term success.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
This is the morning edition of news for today, Thursday, March 5th, 2026. In the headlines, youth advocates deliver a GBV, that's gender-based violence petition, to the PM's office. We also hear that the Ministry of Education hands over musical instruments. In the region, St. Vincent and the Grenadines government warns citizens about possible price increases due to Middle East tensions. Internationally, Russia stands to benefit from fuel price spikes. And in sports, New Zealand storms into the ICC Men's T20 World Cup final. We've got the details to these and more right after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
A trip to Grenada from April 4th to the 6th, 2026. A decision you'll never regret. This isn't just any destination. It's where passion meets performance. Welcome to the 53rd Carifta Games, hosted at the iconic Kirani James Athletic Stadium in St. George's, under the theme, Passion Drives Performance. The best of the Caribbean's junior athletes will compete in electrifying track and field competition. Organize now and be part of an experience like no other, where talent, passion, and perseverance come alive on the land of 100,000 Jab Jab. Feel the passion, celebrate the performance, and create memories that will last a lifetime in pure Grenada, the land of warmth, spirit, and unstoppable energy. Welcome to the 53rd Carifta Games.
Whenever happy to see me, nobody is strangers. One big family.
In Grenada, Grenada, sports aren't just a game, they're a way of life. They teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. They inspire the next generation to push boundaries and chase excellence. That's why the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada is proud to support sports initiatives as part of our commitment to youth and national development. When we invest in sports programs, we invest in the future. We invest in the health and well-being of our youth, and we invest in broadening Grenada's reach, proudly connecting our athletes, our talent, and our nation to a global community. Together, we all go further. The Investment Migration Agency. Unlock the possibilities.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Good morning, everyone. With the details, I am Gordon Joseph, graphics and the team from Hot 98 FM. Thank you for being with us this morning. In the local news, Grenada Youth Against Sexual and Gender-Based Violence is an advocacy group established after the passing of Alejandra Let Hippolyte. Members say her death was a wake-up call to push for meaningful social change. My colleague Shania McIntosh has more details.
Co-founder Bevan McLean explained that while advocacy remains one of the organization's core pillars, recent cases of gender-based violence have highlighted the need for more decisive action. The group is calling for a comprehensive and systematic review of how sexual and gender-based violence is being addressed in Grenada.
Legislative reform is not the only thing, right? Penalties and re-examining perpetrators and the prison system is only one part of the process. Long term, what we actually need is large-scale societal changes in behaviors, changes in attitudes, changes in perceptions, but that takes time and education.
Members delivered a formal petition to the office of the Prime Minister at the ministerial complex, calling for a national review of the country's response to sexual and gender-based violence. The group has set April 9th as a responsive target, giving the Prime Minister a 1-month deadline. The petition will also be delivered to the Royal Grenada Police Force, the Ministry of Social and Gender Affairs, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, the Ministry of Education, and the Attorney General's Office. The youth-led organization remains hopeful that its petition will prompt urgent attention from national authorities and lead to stronger systems designed to prevent sexual and gender-based violence and better support victims across the country. Reporting for GBN News, Shania McIntosh.
Thank you, Shania. Now, the government of Grenada, through the Ministry of Education, recently handed over 88 musical instruments to selected primary and secondary schools. The instruments included classical and electric guitars, keyboards, bass guitars, a saxophone procured from SP's International, and 24 djembe drums purchased from Livingston Nelson. SP's International also donated 160 recorders to schools. The initiative supports performing arts clubs in schools and encourages student creativity, discipline, and cultural expression. Meanwhile, a delegation of educators from Grenada is taking part in the OECS Pearl a Technical Sustainability Summit 2026 currently underway in Dominica. Now, PEARL is the acronym for Program for Educational Advancement and Relevant Learning. The summit brings together education leaders to discuss the transition of OECS Pearl program from a regional project into a permanent system to strengthen education across member states. Grenada's delegation includes representatives from the Ministry of Education and the T.A. Marichal Community College, who are participating in technical sessions focused on curriculum development, assessment, early childhood education, special education needs, and professional development. That brings us to the end of the local segment of news. Stay with us. The regional and international developments, they are straight ahead. In the region, the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines has warned citizens to brace for possible price increases as tensions escalate in the Middle East amid ongoing military operations involving the United States and Israel against Iran. Prime Minister and Finance Minister Godwin Friday cautioned that there is a high likelihood of fuel cost shock over the next year, with ripple effects across the economy. The government says it is closely monitoring global developments and preparing mitigation measures. Jamaica has officially closed the recovery phase of its response to Hurricane Melissa, now shifting its focus to reconstruction. That's according to Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness. He reported that electricity has been restored to 98% of affected areas, water supply to 97%, and agricultural production has rebounded faster than projected. Holness has said reconstruction will involve more strategic planning for critical infrastructure. Speaking at a diaspora town hall meeting, he noted that hospitals located in vulnerable coastal areas may need to be relocated or redesigned. Now, looking further afield, surging global oil prices are poised to benefit Russia economically. However, the implications go beyond money, affecting geopolitical influence and energy markets. We have more in this Al Jazeera report.
Russia is one of the largest oil and gas producers in the world. One huge advantage it has now, it's not in the Middle East. With Iran blocking the Strait of Hormuz, disrupting global oil and gas supplies from the region, Moscow, with its vast resources, seems perfectly poised to step in. Except it can't, at least for now, due to large-scale sanctions imposed on it because of the war in Ukraine.
Russian energy exports have been squeezed by the West, leaving Moscow with just a handful of buyers of its oil, notably China, India and Turkey, and it's selling at a massive discount. So the jump in oil prices would be beneficial for Russia, but probably not as much as it will likely benefit other exporters like the US. Still, there could be other gains. The Middle East crisis could end up improving Russia's positions at talks on ending the war in Ukraine and lifting sanctions. Now that Europe and other importers may be more interested in seeing Russian resources make a comeback.
And finally, authorities in Ecuador say a joint international operation with United States and European forces has dismantled a major drug trafficking network linked to the Los Lobos gang. Officials say 16 suspects were arrested and large quantities of drug and cash seized in the Netherlands, Belgium, and Ecuador. President Daniel Noboa says nearly 70% of the world's cocaine now passes through Ecuador's ports. That's the latest news regionally and internationally. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. in case you missed it, we'll have a more comprehensive report in our luncheon and final primetime newscast today. But the National Primary School Athletics Championship is on the way, and from all indications, the competition is keen, the rivalry is tight, and we look forward to get a more comprehensive report in our midday and our primetime newscast. Now, the New Zealand national cricket team stormed into the final of the 2026 ICC Men's T20 World Cup. That was after a crushing semi-final win over South Africa. That match took place at Eden Gardens. Chasing 170, opener Finn Allen blasted a record-breaking century from just 33 balls. Now, it must be noted that that's the fastest ever T20 World Cup century, as New Zealand raced to victory with 43 balls to spare. South Africa had earlier recovered from 77 for 5 thanks to Marco Jensen, who struck 55 from 30 deliveries to lift his side to 169. New Zealand will now go head-to-head and head to Ahmedabad for the final, where they will face the winner of the second semi-final match, which takes place today, India versus England. That match will start at around 9:30. That's all the sporting news we have at this time. We'll have more sports during a luncheon newscast and our primetime newscast. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
And folks, for the latest weather forecast, we now join forecaster Vondi Cyrus at the forecast desk at the MBIA. Good morning, Vondi.
Good morning, Mr. Innocent, to you and to your listeners. Here's the weather for today, Thursday, 5th March, 2026. It is a partly cloudy morning at the MBIA. Winds are from the east at 13 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is 1013.8 millibars, that is above normal and rising. The present temperature is 25.4 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity is 83%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 30.5 degrees Celsius. Last night's minimum temperature was 22.6 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, 6.4 millimeters of rainfall was recorded here at the MBIA, which brings the month's total so far to 12.6 millimeters. Now let's look at the public weather forecast valid for today and tonight for the state of Grenada. The weather should be partly cloudy and windy, becoming cloudy at times with light to moderate showers. Today's maximum temperature can be around 30 degrees Celsius. Wind east-northeasterly to east or easterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate to rough with waves up to 10 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. Thus, a marine advisory remains in effect. Tides will be low at 11 a.m., high at 5 p.m., and low again at 11:30 p.m. Sunset today is 6:17, sunrise tomorrow 6:19. Just a recap of the public weather forecast valid for today and tonight for the state of Grenada. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy and windy, becoming cloudy at times with light to moderate showers. And once again, a marine advisory remains in effect. From the Met Services, this is Vondi Cyrus, wishing you all a great day.
Thank you very much, Vondi. You have yourself a great day, likewise, together with your entire team. Folks, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick & Thompson Company Limited.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
It's now 4 minutes after 7 o'clock. To end the news, we do a recap of the headlines. Youth advocates deliver a GBV petition to the Prime Minister's office. The Ministry of Education hands over musical instruments. In the region, St. Vincent and the Grenadines government warns citizens about possible price increases due to Middle East tensions. Internationally, Russia stands to benefit from fuel price spikes. And in sports, National Primary School Championships on the way at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Maybe I should correct that and say Dr. Kirani James Athletic Stadium. And also we hear that New Zealand defeated South Africa to storm into the men's T20 World Cup final. They're awaiting the result of that other semi-final match, India versus England, which will be played sometime at around 9:30 today. That's all the news we've got this morning. On behalf of the entire news department, I am Gordon Joseph, thanking you for viewing and listening, wishing you a productive and a safe day, and extending that invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere. To Graphics and your team from Hot 98 FM, thanks for sharing your time with us this morning. Have a good day now, everybody.
There can only be one champion. Thursday, March 12th, 2026, the Kirani James Athletic Stadium will become a battleground. 13 schools, one epic showdown. It's the Huggins Private Primary School Championship. Starting time 1 p.m. Students in uniform, $5. Children, $10. Adults, $20. Feel the tension. Hear the roar. Witness greatness as young athletes push their limits. It's the Huggins Private Primary Schools Track and Field Championship. Miss it and blame yourself.
My name is Lyselle Walcott. I'm a staff nurse at the General Hospital for the past 16 years. At the Infection Control Department, we do surveillance for communicable diseases or hospital-acquired infections. We do outbreak investigations. So any issues we have, we would investigate it, find out the cause, and we would do recommendations and interventions to all relevant departments. Thus far, with Mount Sinai, we are looking at ways of improving hand hygiene. Hand hygiene has been proven to be one of the most important practices you could do to break the chain of infection. Working along with Mount Sinai, I foresee that it would be a very good thing for us. They are looking into the products that we use, the practices that we do. Going forward, we'll be able to achieve a very high level of compliance and safety across the board for everyone.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union introduces its new digital platform, managing your finances at any time from anywhere.
As a part-time student, balancing work and studies can be a real challenge. But with GCCU's digital app, these worries are no more. My parents can now remotely transfer funds to my account, and I can check my balance at any time, giving me the freedom to achieve my goals.
My days can be long and tedious. With this app, I can ensure my loan is paid on time, transfer funds to someone else's account, and check my balances. I don't have to rush to do business during my lunch hour or after work anymore.
With this app, I can request checks to pay my suppliers, letters for my business transactions. I don't have to leave my farm to go stand in line.
The Grenville Credit Union digital platform. It's convenient and secure banking right at your fingertips. Download the app today from the Play Store or App Store, or call 442-8602, 459-4325, or 416-8467 for further information.
Serve
served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
Camahorn Boat, a powerful multimedia production, presented at Carafesta 15, written and directed by Chris DeRiggs. One big performance, only at the Grenada Trade Center on Saturday, 7th March at 7 p.m. The Camahorn Boat is the ship of state, Grenada, sailing to its destiny. The Camahorn Boat is a call for unity, an exciting story about patriotism, played out by Grenada's best acting talents, featuring Samuel Ogilvie, Robert White, Debbie Gilchrist, Pianki Toussaint, Dillian Walters, and others. Come out and join us in celebrating our Grenadianness on Saturday, 7th March, 7 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center. Admission almost free. Advance tickets are $50, $65 at the door. Your ticket outlets: Giddens Pharmacy Grand Anse, Art and Soul Bookstore, Spiceline Mall, Mitchell's Pharmacy Grand Anse, 3B's Shoe Store, downtown St. George, and other places. Bring out the entire family and enjoy a wonderful evening of Grenadian theater on 7th March at Grenada Trade Center, 7 p.m.
For when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever your road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever your road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
All right, folks, it's now 12 minutes after 7 o'clock, and at this time I'm happy to join Sergeant Troy Paul from the Traffic Department of the RGPF for this morning's traffic report. Good morning, Sarge.
A pleasant morning to you, also to the listening public, especially drivers and pedestrians, as we dive right into the the traffic update for today. I just want to let persons know it is a beautiful day today. We had some precipitation last night, so most of our roads are a bit damped or still have a little water along them, especially in areas of potholes. So I just want to let persons know that us continue to drive safely, especially if we have to pass in areas that are disrupted by the Nawasa project, and you have to stay. Some may try to stay on the side that are not built up, but however, we just want to advise you again, because those roads may be a little dirty, and persons may not want to drive on it, especially heading to the Grand Anse, Granite Tank, those roads that are disruptive However, we know around this time we do have a light to moderate flow of traffic in most of the areas in the trial state of Grenada, including Carriacou and Fiji Martinique. And the exception of traffic coming up from the Calavini and St. Paul's direction. Those are the areas where we would have a heavier flow of traffic on morning times at this particular time. It's at just about 11 past, and we know that persons are just leaving home or about to leave home, but we just want to let them know that at this time that they do have to drive cautiously along most of the roads, as we know, as I've stated. Some of the roads are still a little bit damp or wet. However, we want to let persons know that we will be expecting to cruise ship in our port today, so especially in the town of St. George's, and especially tourist hotspots, we will have that extra movement of pedestrians and especially visitors and vehicular movement in those areas. So we want to again approach to persons to drive safely and cautiously in those areas, and let us also give them that one Grenadian welcome. So we dive right into the accident state for the past 24 hours, and the accident state, we had a total of 10 minor accidents reported within that time, and there are as follows: the traffic headquarters, 3 minors; South, 4 minor accidents; Grenville, 1 minor; Paterres, 1 minor; St. David, 1 minor, giving us that total of 10 minor accidents reported. Again, we want to appeal to drivers. It is your responsibility to drive safely along our nation's road. Let us be vigilant. Let us practice safe driving. Let us be focused along the nation's road. And most importantly, let us make sure that our vehicles are in good working conditions. Again, we do have the second day or the final day of the primary school national athletic sports meets at the Kirani James Athletics Stadium, and we know that the parishes are vying for that championship title. And however, we know a traffic plan will be in place for the national stadium. No parking along the Queen's Park Public Road, the Queen's Park Ring Road, the River Road Public Road. In addition to that, we do have designated parking in the Kirani James Athletic Stadium car park. If you get inside to the immediate left, you do have parks there for officials and so on. General parking, VIPs, they park in the concrete area. And once the pasture is conducive, Wesley College will be available for parking in that area with a limited access to Gate 6 as well. So persons, we ask that if you have to go to the game, please remember no parking along the areas that are designated no parking. So just park in the areas that are designated for it. We also know that the emergency route will be in effect on that day as well. And we do have funerals as well in the town of St. George's during the day as of 12. We do have a one in Bolio RC, so it starts at 12. So we know early evening time we do expect a little bit of traffic in the Bolio direction. Also the Cemetery Hill area, which would already be closed off the vehicular traffic into the one way to the emergency routes. But we do have funeral in the Catholic Church at the Immaculate Conception and the crematorium Cemetery Hill. In addition to that, in the night time, we do have from 2100 hours now, so will be continuing its project where they will be doing some cutting along the carnage from where it started this week, and will be continuing until they say when. So if you're traveling along the carnage, especially after 9 o'clock, you will expect some disruption in the traffic. And persons, if you have not left home as yet, we urge you to leave home so that you can avoid the rush as we get closer to the 8 o'clock hour. However, we will have officers deployed to assist in regulating the traffic in most of the choke points.
Sergeant Paul, as you on that, let me just interject here briefly. Now, it has been brought to our attention that there is some traffic violations, or there are some traffic violations taking place on that point in the cliff where it is alleged that buses, especially coming out from the Manjaloo area, usually just cut through the traffic in front of the ongoing traffic going down the cliff area. And as a matter of fact, a senior citizen spoke with me on that and suggested that there should be some police presence or even a traffic warden stationed there during that peak time on mornings and afternoons.
I've noted your concern. It was already brought to us, and we are looking into that situation, or that problem, or that it is also a risk for motorists as well. And I have observed it and dealt with a number of drivers, especially because this is one of the routes I normally travel on morning. And we note your concern. As I stated, it's something that we're looking into to try to curb because of the dangerous maneuvers that most of the bus drivers are doing. And definitely we will deal with it accordingly. However, the drivers are to drive on the left side of the road, especially, and making such a maneuver, overtaking a number of vehicles to try to advance. It is a risky maneuver. We just want to appeal to the drivers, bus drivers who practice this to assist. Otherwise, we will take the full extent of the law against you and bring you to the court so that you could answer the charges for those offenses.
All right, Sarge. Well, thank you very much for the comprehensive report this morning, as always. But I want to ask that question this morning because if you are texting or doing anything else other than maneuvering that vehicle that you are supposed to be driving in, if you are texting or doing anything else, then could you answer this? Could you ask the question?
Who, and I repeat, is driving?
Yeah.
Let that ponder on the minds of drivers this morning.
When you and I sit on a table and having a drink of champagne or something, we would ask that question differently, right? Who is driving? All right? Sarge, have yourself a great day now.
You as well. Take care and your entire team.
Thank you very much. Folks, that has been the traffic report, and it's 20 minutes after 7 o'clock. We take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I have a goodly gentleman that we are going to talk on a topic that is very pertinent, very timely at the moment, so we look forward to that conversation. Stick with us. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
There can only be one champion. Thursday, March 12th, 2026, the Karani James Athletic Stadium will become a battleground. 13 schools, one epic showdown. It's the Huggins Private Primary School Championship. Starting time 1 p.m. Students in uniform, $5. Children, $10. Adults, $20. Feel the tension. Hear the roar. Witness greatness as young athletes push their limits. It's the Huggins Private Primary Schools Track and Field Championship. Miss it and blame yourself.
The Inland Revenue Division and the Accountant General Division are coming to a community near you. That's right, our satellite offices are on the move, bringing services closer to home. No long travel, no hassle. Just quick, convenient service right in your community. We'll be on location to help you with all your tax and vendor registration matters. Ask about tax refunds, file objections, check property tax balances, pay your taxes on the spot. And yes, you can even register for GTAX and sign up for the new vendors portal. Catch us at these locations. In St. George, at the Bruce Street Mall on Friday, February 27th and March 27th. At our Young Street office on March 7th and March 14th. In St. John on Friday, February 27th at St. Francis Street. We'll be at the Grenville Car Park in St. Andrew and at the Carriacou District Revenue Office on Friday, March 13th. And on Friday, March 20th, we'll be at the District Revenue Offices in St. Patrick and St. Mark. All locations open from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Longer hours, more convenience, better service for you. The Inland Revenue Division and the Accountant General Division's Satellite Office. Don't miss this opportunity.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're beginning our final descent to Morris Bishop International Airport. Welcome to Grenada.
marketing goals for 2026 are ambitious yet achievable. We aim to drive airlift growth by collaborating with airlines and travel partners to expand seat capacity and routes. Strengthening community and stakeholder engagement is key, as we want to ensure that the benefits of tourism are felt broadly across our islands. Promoting sustainable tourism is a priority, as we encourage practices that preserve Grenada's environment, heritage, and cultural identity. We also want to focus on expanding into new markets while reinforcing our brand's position in existing markets. By increasing engagement and conversion through targeted digital campaigns, enhancing content quality, and building strong relationships with industry partners, we hope to boost brand awareness, improve our reputation, and secure media mentions in our target markets.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates, and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
A trip to Grenada from April 4th to the 6th, 2026. A decision you'll never regret. This isn't just any destination. It's where passion meets performance. Welcome to the 53rd Carifta Games, hosted at the iconic Grenada James Athletic Stadium in St. George's. Under the theme, Passion Drives Performance. The best of the Caribbean's junior athletes will compete in electrifying track and field competition. Organize now and be part of an experience like no other, where talent, passion, and perseverance come alive on the land of 100,000 Jab Jab. Feel the passion, celebrate the performance, and create memories that will last a lifetime in pure Grenada, the land of warmth, spirit, and unstoppable energy. Welcome to the 53rd Carifta Games.
Whenever happy to see me, nobody is strangers. One big family.
Welcome to the first leg of the conversation this morning, and at this time, we've got a slight change, okay? I am going to bring on Dr. Chaitan momentarily, but I am going to give precedence to Mr. Tito Thomas. He is representing Liat Air. We missed you last week, Mr. Thomas. What's up, man?
I'm good. Unfortunately, that happened, but I'm here today.
How was Antigua?
Just a little bit drizzly, but you know, same energy.
Right. Same sort of weather patterns we were having here. But nonetheless, as a matter of fact, only yesterday I have 3 of your nationals on my program representing FroFest.
Yes. So FroFest that happened last week in Antigua.
And it's coming to Grenada next month.
Correct. It was an amazing venture. Last week, I mean, almost half of Antigua turned up for that event. I think it's in its 5th year, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Antigua, and it is growing tremendously. So, shout out to them.
You sound like you're part of the PR team, man.
No, I know the promoter, or the owner, the CEO of the event. So, yeah, it's a unique event. I was there from the genesis, from the start of it, to see where it is now.
Okay.
Good feelings.
Lovely. Now let's talk Liat's affairs. What's up with Liat?
So, as you know, this here to talk about our 30-day booking advance early bird sale that we're having. The goal is to encourage travelers to book 30 days in advance and, you know, experience some amazing deals. Right now, given the times that we're in, persons are moving around a lot within the Caribbean. We've seen the seats been filling fast, and we want to maintain that throughout the year. So what we decided is, carnivals, festivals, other events are coming up. Persons want to see their family, summer is coming up. So we try to encourage persons to just plan ahead. We understand the times as well too. So plan ahead, get a chance to take advantage of some amazing deals that we're having. With flights as low as 111 USD, which includes tax. I know there's this promotion where persons put flights and then at the bottom you see terms and conditions apply in terms of taxes and all those other things, but we're very transparent. So flights as low as 111 USD on selected areas, of course, destinations, and that includes taxes as well too. So that's the only thing you pay, and that's a one-way fare that I just quoted there. So
that's one way.
Amazing, yeah. It's some amazing deals that we have.
Right, and that in itself is intended to give Liat that market share that it had before, because I mean in earlier times, whenever you talk travel, especially within the region, but also even outside of the region, Liat was the main connecting flight. So, but for some reason, as a friend of mine was saying yesterday, one of a financial specialist, he says businesses do go through that lull period at times, and it's a good time to sit back, reflect, do some introspection, and then come again. As the Jamaicans would say, you will and come again. So I hope this is what the intent and purpose of Liat Air at this time.
So to be quite fair, the Liat that you're speaking about is Liat 1974. We all understand what transpired there. This Liat is a rebirth Liat, so it's a venture partnership between AP's Caribbean and the government of Antigua and Barbuda, but it still flies and holds that space within the Caribbean where we understand the importance of regional travel. We understand the importance of sustainable travel as well too. So we want to come back and fill that gap that exists. As you rightfully stated, the market share since the previous Liat left, the market share has been split between who's currently in the market right now, and our goal is to recapture that market share and to expand as well too, and to just bring a new and vibrant type of service to the industry that's very much needed. As we can see, we're here to shake things up, we're here to be innovative and creative, and one of the ways that we're doing that is with our 30-day advance purchase sale. Again, as I stated, book 30 days in advance. The sale is geared towards the leisure, but also the business travelers as well too. But persons who want to plan ahead, knowing what's happening. Again, I said we have St. Kitts Music Festival, St. Lucia Jazz Festival. I can tell you the attention from Antigua gearing up for Grenada Carnival. It's a shout out to the musicians, the artists, Vaughn, Talpui, everybody, because right now in Antigua, that job is hitting very hard. So a lot of gearing up for it.
Job invasion.
Yes, a lot of person is gearing up to come that direction for Carnival. Last year we had a few persons coming that way. So we looked at the trends from last year, Trinidad as well, to St. Vincent, coming into Grenada. So we looked at the trends last year and we realized, okay, persons are moving around. Regional integration looks like it's a thing that's actually being manifested. So I like this generation so much because they're embracing what the Caribbean has to offer with the advent of social media and so on. So we wanted to take advantage of that and just position ourselves as the airline of choice. And with that, we want persons to experience our service as well too. So we put this system in place, or this promotion in place, just to attract that level of audience.
Now, just for information purposes, what are the destinations that Liat travel at the moment?
Okay, so we start from north to south. So we'll start from Jamaica, of course, and we do both Kingston and Montego Bay, Tortola, St. Martin, Antigua, of course, Dominica, St. Kitts, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Barbados, of course, Guyana, Trinidad, and in Guyana we do both Ogle and Georgetown. Am I missing anyone?
Yes, Grenada. You miss Grenada?
Of course. My apologies.
Yes. My finger got itchy to disconnect,
No. Because the question is coming from Grenada. I just wanted to connect Grenada to the rest of
Okay.
It wasn't. I didn't think it was necessary for me to say Grenada, but
right.
So I will say Grenada because, as I rightfully stated earlier, we're trying to get passengers into Grenada.
Right. Your attempt of a compromise, you're past.
But of course, Grenada, of course. And to be fair, this is a market that we're trying to go heavily. A representative from your tourism board was here last week. He had a very fruitful conversation with our CEO, and we had that conversation. I got excited about that conversation because there was a lot of strategic talk in order to position Grenada rightfully where it used to be, as it pertains to the whole realm of Leah. And again, the demand is growing for Grenada. I heard not last week but the week before, you had your CEO of the tourism board on the air, and it was very refreshing to hear her speak. Admire her energy and what she's trying to do for Grenada. I think, as I rightfully stated, I studied in Cuba, my first degree, so I know the culture that Grenada has, and I think it's something that needs to be exported to the whole Caribbean and the world, and Leah is here to be a part of that as well too. So the strategic talks are happening. Hopefully we can get as much flights into Grenada as possible, not only for now or throughout the year, but for years to come. And one of the missions here is to be on this airspace, to have partnerships with GBN Network, so we can then sensitize the people and let persons know that Grenada is an option. The Caribbean islands is an option as well too. And we just want to be the service of carrier to get everyone there as well.
Well, I'm so happy that you are intent of making that symbiotic relationship with the GBN, because we're just going to benefit. Now, as we do the wrap now, I want you to reiterate the special package that you are offering at the moment.
Right, so it's our 30 days early bird sale. Again, book 30 days in advance and enjoy amazing deals that we have across all our network. You can visit this by going to www.flyliatair.com. That's FLYLIATAIR.com. Sorry. You can call 268-713-713-5428. You can WhatsApp us as well too at 268-770-2323. That's our WhatsApp number. You can even visit our website. When you visit our website, there's a chat box there. Then you can have a live chat with one of our agents as well, to our customer experience agents. This deal is also available to all our travel agents. So if you feel comfortable to go to our travel agents, we have a very great relationship with them. So you can visit our travel agents as well too, or our travel agents as well too, and you will be afforded opportunity to take advantage of these sales. There's no end date currently, because we want to make sure that persons take advantage of this. But at some point it will have to come to an end because the demand is growing. I checked some flights just yesterday, about in the afternoon, and I've seen it's growing. I've seen the trend. So at some point we'll have to close it off because we'll be at capacity. But for now, it's still open, and we encourage persons to take advantage of that as well.
Okay. All right. Well, Mr. Thomas, thank you very much for sharing that great news with us again. And we look forward to another conversation, hopefully next week.
Of course.
As a former teacher, we know that repetition creates learning. So if we continue repeating it, definitely the audience is going to gravitate towards it and say, hey, well, yet has this special going on. Let me take advantage. So that's the intent. So I'll connect with you next week again.
No, for sure. And again, that's why this partnership exists. So we have an avenue and a portal to come and express the services that we offer and the means for persons to move around and these amazing deals as well too. Just to close, I want to encourage persons to follow us on social media at Fly Leah Air on all social media platforms, and then we do have a WhatsApp channel as well too that we do some amazing deals and amazing giveaway there, which is Leah Air WhatsApp channel. So just visit those mediums to get any more information. Again, I'm not going to be here every day. It's once a week. So until we meet again, as they say on these famous children TV show, you can check us out on our social media platforms on our WhatsApp channel.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Thomas, and we look forward to another engagement. Have a great day. All the love from Grenada to Antigua.
No, of course. And I'll be there for Spice Mass this year. I long to drink some lager and eat some albums. I'm sure.
No, you making me talk Jamaican. You're talking my language. Mr. Thomas, have a great day now.
Cheers.
All right, man. All right, folks, that was the first leg of the conversation this morning. Speaking there with Mr. Tito Thomas. He is a public relations consultant with Liat Air. We take a quick commercial break. When I come back, I've got Dr. Chaitan with us. Stick and stay with the network.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
At Sonova, we create human-centered technology that helps organizations work smarter and more efficiently. From software development to digital transformation, our mission is simple: to deliver digital tools that streamline operations and prepare your business for the future. At the core of that mission is Saturn, our flagship platform built for scale, automation, and AI-ready operations. Saturn unifies your digital processes in one place, making it easier to manage applications, approvals, clients, and internal workflows. It becomes the digital backbone that supports growth and smarter decision-making across your organization. If you're ready to modernize how you work, our sales team is ready to help. Call 1473-421-7724 and discover how Saturn can transform your operations for long-term success.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
The Inland Revenue Division and the Accountant General Division are coming to a community near you. That's right, our satellite offices are on the move, bringing services closer to home. No long travel, no hassle, just quick, convenient service right in your community. We'll be on location to help you with all your tax and vendor registration matters. Ask about tax refunds, file objections, check property tax balances, pay your taxes on the spot, and yes, you can even register for GTAX and sign up for the new vendors portal. Catch us at these locations: in St. George, at the Bruce Street Mall on Friday, February 27th and March 27th, at our Young Street office on March 7th and March 14th, in St. John on Friday, February 27th at St. Francis Street. We'll be at the Grenville Car Park in St. Andrew and at the Carriacou District Revenue Office on Friday, March 13th. And on Friday, March 20th, we'll be at the District Revenue Offices in St. Patrick and St. Mark. All locations open from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Longer hours, more convenience, better service for you. The Inland Revenue Division and the Accountant General Division's Satellite Office. Don't miss this opportunity.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the second leg of the conversation this morning. I'm joined by Dr. Niels Chaitan, and I am intent on pronouncing it properly. Niels, we were just having that conversation off the set. Why Niels? And he gave me a reason which I wouldn't give you. All right, but nonetheless, Doc, welcome to the program.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure being here, sir. I watch you very frequently, and not knowing that one day I'll sit in your seat. I'll sit in your studio, as a matter of fact. It's my pleasure to be here, and greetings to your listeners. And I know it's far and wide in the diaspora.
Definitely.
So, greetings to everyone.
Yes. Now, for information purposes, Dr. Chaitan is a crime reduction specialist, and he is part of the project Stop and Think. And why I said in pre-introduction that the conversation is very timely, because we are seeing a perpetuation of crime and violence, not like it's anything new, but one crime, especially violent crime, is one too many.
That's correct.
All right. So before we get into the intricate aspect of the conversation this morning, tell us about Dr. Chaitan.
Yeah, I'm a Grenville boy. I work in a lot of high schools in Grenada, but I bleed blue. I'm a SAS boy, and taught in Grenville Secondary for a little while, with a background in social work, by the way, and left for Canada 43 years ago.
Wow.
With my intention to do dental technology, my specialty on orthodontic braces, removable orthodontic appliances, and did it, and worked for 13 years as an orthodontic technologist in Canada. But I had a sad situation where one of my colleagues actually died, took his life on my watch. And Mr. Joseph, that changed my whole heart. Okay. And I begged God, I said, Lord, I could have helped this guy, but I was just careful about making my money and minding my family. Well, that's what the world is about, paying my mortgage and what have you. And when I attended his funeral of Bob, a young man, they asked me to play. I'm a gospel trumpeter, by the way, and they asked me to play Amazing Grace, and I was sobbing my way through that song. Nobody knew why. They thought, well, this is a white guy. How does he know this guy to be crying? But really and truly, I was saying, God, please give me a second chance. And if you give me a second chance, I would not pass another man. And so I went back to school, went to the prestigious Harvard Medical School in Boston, Massachusetts, did some specialized courses, came back to Toronto, and with my teaching background, wrote a full social skill curriculum, handed it over to the Toronto District School Board, and I said, if you like it, you got to buy me.
Yeah.
And so I've done 139 schools in Toronto, and 400 schools, a little over 400 schools internationally. Took it to Kenya, Ethiopia, across England, 7 states in the U.S., across Canada, and from Jamaica to Trinidad, doing 10 islands.
Wow. Extensive indeed. Now, your role as a crime reduction specialist, what does that entail?
Okay, whenever I say that, as a matter of fact, I was asked to go to St. Kitts and Nevis in 2016. They had a very high homicide rate, and the government brought me in. And when I say that, it's myself and my wife. It's a duo team.
Also,
because she's also part of it.
Okay.
She's a certified parenting coach. So you see where we're going with that?
Yeah.
Because we tackle crime at 3 levels: prevention, intervention, rehabilitation.
Okay.
Right? If you want results, so prevention, you see where that goes in the home.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so my wife handled that with young parents that don't know, having problems parenting. That's my wife's role, right? And so we went to St. Kitts and Nevis, and it wasn't my saying. Got very careful about blowing my horn, but the Prime Minister said when we left that the homicide rate dropped 71%. Right,
okay.
And so as a result, when Grenada, when we were about to go back, Grenada say, "Hey, well, you Grenadians, aren't you coming?" Right,
to come home.
And so we came home.
Yes.
So as of 2019, we came back, and we used Grenada as a base, right? But we service the wider Caribbean. And how we do that? When we were in St. Kitts, the police said, "Well, look at this little." As we say in Greece, the MAGA boy.
Yeah.
You know? He don't look like tough guy.
No heavyweight.
Yeah, no heavyweight. No heavyweight. As a matter of fact, they wanted to actually strap us. That's give us a vest and a gun, because we, Mr. Joseph, we go into the tough crime areas. Right? Tough crime areas. We approach the gang guy, the dons, as you call them, straight on. And so they think we're not police. We do crime reduction, listen now, through behavior modification.
Okay.
So we go to the root of the problem. So someone picks up a gun, or someone hurts someone, and we tend to, and by the way, I believe that if you do the crime, you should do the time. Yeah. I believe in justice. I mean, if you're a Christian, Micah 6:8 says it. Yeah. Do justly. So, we have a need for a judicial system, right? But at the same time, we have to look at if we want to mitigate it, if we want a better community, right? We can't just keep building more prisons, right? We got to look at the root and say, well, why is this boy behaving like that? You know, Mr. Joseph, I wrote an article, 2019, and it was republished by No Grenada. It was then captioned, "There Are No Bad Boys." When No Grenada republished it, it was called "Indeed, There Are No Bad Boys." I was looking at the life of the famous American killer, the young guy, just my name. But he killed 35 women in 5 years, right?
Yeah, and buried parts and
Yeah.
I read
the name gonna come back to me in a while. And I was studying his life, and why is it that a man would kill 35 women, right? And we said this guy is a criminal. This guy is a killer. And of course, let's fry him in the electric chair or hang him or whatever we do. And they got rid of him. But I said to myself, what would make a man do something like that?
There must be a root cause.
Right. And so I did a research in his background. Right? And the amount of ACEs, this term, adverse childhood experiences, right? Sometimes people say it's childhood trauma, they call it that this young man had Ted Bundy, by the way.
Yeah.
Ted Bundy.
Yes,
the amount of adverse childhood experience this young man had, right? It could not have produced anything but a killer. Right? And so I decided, you know what? No. And so I wrote the article, "There Are No Bad Boys." So then, Dr. Chait, there are no bad boys. Who do we have? Let me tell you who we have. We have hurt boys. We have fatherless boys. We have unwanted boys. We have sexually abused boys. We have physically abused boys. We have neglected boys. We have boys from single mothers that don't really want them and look at them and say, "Boy, you sure you're ugly like your father?" Killing two men with one stone, right?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So when we do not deal with these psychosocial issues, what else? How do we produce good husbands for our ladies? How do we produce good leaders, male leaders, if we do not mitigate this, right? And so Project Stop and Think is about going to the root of the problem. Going to the root of the problem. We do not deal with the fruit of crime.
Right.
The judicial system deals with the fruit of crime. We deal with the root of crime. Because you would agree with me, if the guava tree brings worms this year,
yeah,
and you say, okay, don't worry about it, next year it's going to be better, and you don't medicate the root, it's going to bring worms again. Or probably even more, right? So you want to make sure you medicate the root, and that's what we do. I mean, you see me in a pair of jeans in your studio, that's how we dress, because we do curbside engagement. We see guys drinking a stag by the road, and we say, hey, what's up, man? How you doing, man? What's going on with you?
You've got to be in it to win.
You got to be in it. You got to be in it. You got to be in it.
Wow.
So Project Stop and Think, I must applaud. I must applaud Mr. Joseph, the Rotary Club, right, and President Julia Lawrence and her team, because from the time we came back, we've done some work. We did Monthorn. Monthorn, we got a call from the Eastern Division, and so we went in there. And in 2021, we graduated 43 young people from that program. In 2024, through a government conclusion 354, right, and the Ministry of Social Development, we were asked to deliver again, and we did. The cabinet conclusion asked for 5 communities. Well, guess what? We did 8. We needed a week with 8 days, you know what I'm saying? And on the 1st of December 2024, at the prestigious Olympic House in Montrouge, we brought boys who never graduate in their lives, who drop out of school. We brought 205 of them, Mr. Joseph. And you should see the stately way they accepted the certificates, because at the end of this you get a Canadian, and I got all the documents here to show it to you. They get a Canadian, they get a full package. You see, they get a Canadian social beautiful certificate.
Wow.
Right? They get this. Along with this, they must sign a respect pledge. Ouch. Because Mr. Joseph, one of our sessions, of our 12 sessions, is respect, the missing factor. And when you break down behaviors, you realize that respect is a key.
It's an integral part of your behavioral patterns.
My book is called Respect Due. Mr. Joseph, you see how small it is? Because we have a lot of young men who wouldn't read 600 pages.
Yeah.
So it's called, but what is the thesis of this book? Listen carefully now. Respect is not reciprocal. Everywhere I go, I hear people say, you got to earn my respect.
No.
Mr. Joseph, you don't have to earn my respect.
Yeah. You could give me, I don't have to give you back.
Right. Because suppose I can't give it to you.
Yeah.
Then if every time we have a
can't
competition,
give what I don't have.
That's correct. Right? So we teach a respect for differences. Respect for gender or perceived gender. We got to be careful now. Perceived gender.
This is a different conversation all by itself.
I understand that.
That's a conversation all by itself.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But we respect for women. Oh my goodness. When I look, Mr. Joseph, at my wife, as she gave birth to our 4 children, and I saw the pain my wife went through. How can I rough that girl? How can I disrespect that girl? You know, it makes me even more tender towards her. And sometimes, because the male brain, and that's another conversation, you know, the male and female brain, we process differently. And sometimes, and there are different things in life that will cause a female to act. And I hope I'm speaking to somebody here. You know, we have the great biological factor called menopause. Yeah. Right? And when that hit, and then women say, you know, the brain wiring goes different, the estrogen level drop, and they react differently. If you don't have patience, if you don't love and respect that woman,
it's a problem.
It's not a problem, right?
Dr. Chaitan, let me tell you something, right? And I am so passionate about this conversation that the time that we have this morning cannot do justice. So I want to thank the Rotary Club for affording us this opportunity to have you with us for this brief moment this morning. But I am going, and I'm taking that personal. All right? My CEO is looking, and she would be saying in her mind, "Oh, what God I'm trying to get there?" I am going to get the permission from her that one day in next week, if not next week, the following week, at the earliest possible time, where we can have a whole conversation by ourselves, a whole 45 minutes.
That's good.
Because we need this.
We definitely. But I'd like to give the information on Project Stop.
Please, go right ahead.
So, ladies and gentlemen, again, thanks to the Rotary Club. Project Stop and Think was launched on Monday. That's the 2nd of March, and it goes until it's 12 sessions, 12 powerful sessions, right? It goes until May 31. Okay, but on March 2nd, that was just a registration and introduction, right? As of Monday coming, session number 1 starts.
Where?
It happens at the beautiful conference room upstairs, the fishing complex on Melville Street.
Okay.
We wanted to have it a place where transportation is easily accessible, right? And so it goes every Monday from 5 o'clock to 6:30, 7 o'clock, right? We are there from 4 o'clock, so in case people have their own personal things they like to talk about. We cover these 12 topics. I want you to know that the youth that came just for registration said they're coming back, and they bring in parents were excited, right? And so on Monday coming, we are delving straight into the matter, right? The project's going to come with 3 different phases, and I'll tell you what they are quickly. It's 12 sessions. In the first third, so the first session 1 to 4 deals with self-identity, self-discovery, and self-assertiveness. A lot of people don't know who they are. And if you don't know who you are, where you come from...
You have some folks go through their entire life and get to know who they were.
My friend. And that's the same thing. You talk about Niels. You know, that pain that name caused me? Because everybody's Neil. Why did my mother call me Niels?
Yeah.
And I thought that S meant stupid. So I probably behaved stupidly until I realized that S meant special.
Yes.
Woo.
Yes.
And it makes a change.
Preach it, papi, preach it.
the second third, from 5 to 8, deal with self-control and self-regulation. Stop and think. You see, Mr. Joseph, that's the same thing Grandma said. Count 10.
Yeah.
But the thing about it, how do you do that? So we teach the anatomy of anger, and how your body reacts to it, and how to stop. So we create this psychological pause mechanism. When you're triggered, when you see some people say, I start sweating, others say my face got hot.
That's the trigger.
That's the trigger. Others say my hands are sweating, my lips are quivering. What your body is saying,
hey, you need to pause.
You need to pause, right?
Yeah.
When you pause, what do you think about? You think about where you could go, where this thing could take you. So I think about my cousin who died, who was shot to death. Right? And I say, Lord have mercy, I don't want to go in a casket like that. But I also think about Mr. Joseph. Well, I've spoken around the world, but I haven't spoken in Australia as yet. And so I have a goal to go. I can't go in a cell right now. Right? Yeah. So we teach, always stop, not sometimes. Always, because the day you don't stop and think, you may pay for it. Yeah. And there are a lot of people paying right now. When I go to Richmond Hill Prison, men cry.
Yeah.
Because they realize, oh my God, I was given this powerful brain to think,
and I just didn't
stop and think about it.
Yeah.
So I want to thank the Rotary Club, and I'm praying, Mr. Joseph, that as we do this, and we see the impact on our community, I'm hoping that other corporate citizens would say, you know what, let's invest in this. Right? Let's invest in this. Let's spread this. In 2025, we were targeting 25 communities around Grenada simultaneously. And it's doable. We're going to do it. As a matter of fact, I have to big up the Ministry of Mental Health and Religious Affairs. They have brought me on board as a consultant and an interventionist, because if it should be told, there is a serious link between emotional and mental health and crime.
Well, of course.
Right? And so at the end of this 3 months, we are hoping for the Ministry of Mental Health to launch a campaign across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique in 16 communities simultaneously. Because you know what, we do awareness and we see the vigils, and I attend the vigils, and we see a lot of slogans, which is good.
But that's scratching the surface.
We need boots on the ground. Yeah. And that's what Project Stop and Think is meant to do.
Okay. Dr. Chaitan, as we planned, we are going to solicit the permission and get a full conversation at the earliest convenience.
I'm looking forward to it.
I am triggered by this conversation.
I'm looking.
Good morning to Tyrone Buckmeyer and the folks from Legal Aid and Counseling Clinic. The gentleman I was trying to remember, his name is Shane Joseph.
Okay.
They were instrumental in helping me deal with my anger issues.
Beautiful.
And I would never forget that. Grenada needs a lot of you.
Yeah. And the thing about it is that I don't claim to be the miracle worker. So what we do, wherever community we go, we look for leaders. So because what our theme is, listen to that carefully, changing menaces into mentors. Woo!
Yeah, that's deep. Dr. Chaitan, thank you very much. We have to run because in as much as we want to continue this conversation, there are a number of folks who are very much waiting on the BBC. Folks, that's it for the conversation this morning. Thanks to the Rotary Club for sending Dr. Chaitan our way. We'll be back after the BBC. Don't you go anywhere.